7 Metalworks. I got kind of an interesting project in the shop today. It's a small little made in Japan vise. This one's kind of special because I got it from my son-in-law out in Kansas, and he just married my daughter, and this is something he gave me as a gift. He knew I kind of have a vice for vices, and so got me this little Japanese made vise. It's got a broken jaw on it, and so we're going to fix that. I'm probably going to replace it with some copper or brass, so we'll see that as we go throughout this video, but stay tuned. And I think you'll enjoy this one. I got a little plan for this one probably on my welding table, but we'll see. I'm excited about it, so stay with me, guys, and let's have some fun with this little vise. Okay, now that we've got everything cleaned up, guys, give you kind of a catch you up on what I've accomplished off camera. So I've taken the old jaw, just here, and I've made new jaws, just out of some copper stock that I had, some copper plate, and I made them just ever so slightly taller, not much more, as you can see, but the material itself is probably twice as thick. So for that reason, I had to put a pretty deep chamfer in this. And then I'm also going to go to the hardware store today, and I'm going to get just a little bit longer screw. Something with 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch more would be a bit better, just to give you an idea. So I just cut this out of some stock copper that I had with a jigsaw. Simple fine tooth jigsaw, real easy to do. Little chamfering bit to go in there and chamfer those, and to kind of countersink that a little bit so that when the screw does go in, it sits flush. So hope you can see that okay. I'll try to bring you in for a close-up here in just a second as I put this whole thing back together. But Kind of wanted to catch you up as to where I'm at. I've cleaned the whole thing with diesel fluid, and so basically I just sat the parts in a tub of diesel fuel and just scrubbed them up nice and clean. I've taken the Scotch-Brite on my 2x72 grinder, and I've used the Scotch-Brite belt on some of the jaw surfaces here, the machine surfaces. And they turned out real good. Everything looks really good. So I'll bring you in right now and let you see everything kind of cleaned up. The screw looks fantastic. So we'll do that now. So as you can see, this is what I start out with. And then end up with this. And of course I'll clean this up a little bit. You know, I'll take off some of these sharp corners and what have you. It's really well made. Those are very minute. I'm not going to get rid of these casting marks right here, grind on all of that. This is a tool. I want it clean and functional, and I want it working properly. So I'll run to the hardware store and I'll see if I can't find me a screw to match that. That's just a hair bit longer. Then we'll put her together. You can see, guys, here that I've cleaned these jaws up a bit now on the 2x72 grinder with a Scotch-Brite belt. And now I'm going to take those screws that I got at the hardware store just a bit longer now, and they'll do the job quite nicely. So that little spring goes in the side right here along the side and puts tension on that as you go in and out. It really does a nice job of lining that vise up perfectly. Well guys, this is the final resting place for this vise, I think. I've been wanting something at my welding table that would be able to hold small parts as I weld them. You know, if I took a couple pieces and put it in here, I could easily put my ground clamp or my work clamp on this and you know, use a vise then to clamp it down and to hold it in place. And it's small enough I can move around on the vise or on the table pretty easily. Yet it's got weight. It'll hold some stuff that's got a little bit of heft to it as well. So I'm going to give it a try and we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I end up having to go a different route. But I think this is what I'm going to want to use it for. Or at least it is for right now. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, on this little made in Japan vise. Not a restoration, really just good cleaning and get it back in service. And of course we did fabricate these copper jaws that work out great, I think. They're going to be really, really nice. So anyways, just remember when you're doing these and you're putting it back together, that spring went in on the side. So it pushes against this side of the slide. And it actually makes it, it puts a little bit of tension on it so that it actually aligns it quite nicely in doing that. But anyways, you can see the vise is in really good shape. I didn't bother painting it or anything like that, even the little anvil back here is pretty nice. Though it's a little thing, but this thing's got a lot of weight to it. I mean, it's tiny, but it's all muscle. So I'm pretty pleased with it. So hope you enjoyed this made in Japan swivel base vise. Fixer upper repair, not a restoration, but thanks again, guys. I'm Chris with M7 Metalworks. We'll see you, God willing, on the next video.